What's going on? Today I'm going to be doing easiest possible way to replace a power steering line in your 2000 to 2000, actually take that back, 98 to 2004 Jetta, Golf, Passat, anything with a TDI in it that has a manual transmission. So yeah, here we go. Here's my beautifully clapped 2000 Jetta ALH. It's got a lift on it, 3-inch lift. The other day I was pulling into the bank and I kind of hit a U-turn to go around a curb, lost all power steering, and my not the return lines, because the return lines are just rubber, but the actual line from my pump to the gearbox just exploded. I mean, all over the hood. Here, I can show you. All over the hood, all over the engine. So the funny thing is this isn't even the first time that this has happened to me. So yeah, I just do not have very good luck with power steering lines in these cars, I guess. But if you guys want to look and see, it starts right here, and then once we get under the car, I'll show you, it comes and it kind of hits a little snake, goes under the motor into the gearbox back here. So yeah, let's get into it. See if this thing will even start. To be honest, it's been a week. Oh, like nothing. Like it's been running for a week. Oh yeah. Step one in the process is to jack both the front tires up off the ground. And you're probably wondering why you would jack both sides up when the bolt that you need to get to is only on the driver's side. Well, that's because when you do actually put the new line in and fill it up with fluid, you need to bleed the system. So when we finish, I'll show you how to bleed it. You just take the cap off and do 2-3 full turns each way and fill as needed. Car's jacked up, got the driver's side wheel off. And as I was taking I have a skid plate, I was taking it off, seeing this was the culprit right here. I'm assuming, since this has this kind of flex in it, that when I went to turn super hard, it kind of flexed the hose itself and jumped up and hit one of the fan blades right here. Since the AC was on, it's probably just trying to cool the engine down a little bit easier, but jumped up, hit that, and that's probably where it just sort of spraying and doing what it was doing. So now that we have everything uncovered and we're looking up underneath here, one thing I'd recommend is to make sure that your parts do match up, because it is one of the most annoying things when you have a part ordered and you leave it in the box, you get the part undone off your car, and you're like, wow, I should have checked that. So let's go ahead and match these parts up. So here is the new power steering line. I got it from A Premium US on eBay. And compared to O'Reilly's Napa AutoZone, this is about half the cost. Way better quality. I ordered it from them, and I ordered it on a Sunday night and it came here on a Tuesday morning. So I would highly recommend getting one from them. They sell all kinds of parts just for Jettas, Volkswagens, Audis. Anything you can think of, from suspension parts to adapters, they got it. And they have the best prices, best shipping. Highly recommend them. But yeah, let's get into this. Okay, I've already loosened the bolts. I've taken the top one out. So the top bolt is on your pump, and it is a 22mm bolt. Has 3 holes in it for the fluid to pass by. Good design by Volkswagen, keeps pressure a lot better. And yep, this is really easy bolt to get to. Bottom bolt is a 19mm or a 3/4 inch socket or wrench, whatever you want to use. But that bolt is right there. It's the bottom bolt on your gearbox. And this bolt can be super tricky if you don't have the right stuff. I have taken it off with a wrench, and it was a pain in the butt, don't get me wrong, but it is possible. This was the stock hose, power steering hose. So it was kind of super strong to get off, but here's how I do it is I get a just a non-flex head ratchet, 8-inch extension with a wobbly socket. You do need the wobbly. So I'd recommend just going to, if you don't have any, go to Walmart or Harbor Freight, get some icons. They're not expensive, but they will come in handy all the time. So as you can see, I ran it up through my suspension, got it on the bolt there, and just like that. I did loosen it before, just so you guys didn't see me busting my knuckles and screaming and yelling and whatnot. But yeah, that is the hardest bolt, but I found that to be super easy and convenient, and most people do have wobblies, so yeah. Now on to the disassembly. Getting the light here so you can see. This is a rubber band clamp, and they're supposed to hold the power steering line from wobbling back and forth, whatever. And you have 3 of them. So you have one on the engine block, then you follow it, trace it, and one has a hanger that comes off of the starter right here, top. They're all 13mm bolts. And then you follow it up a little bit more, and you have one cheeky one right here. It's hard to show it, but it's on top of the AC compressor. Dang, I can't even see it for you. Oh, right here. And mounted basically to the alternator. But yeah, let's take those off, and you should be able to pull the hose out. I have got all the band clamps off. Here was the one that's connected to the alternator. It's facing towards the driver's side. This one is facing up. It's kind of a pain in the butt because it's so far down in the engine bay. But here, I'll put it straight like this. If you just get a pretty decently long extension, I'd say probably like a 12-inch extension. This is where the bolt is, so it's not super far. You can just put a socket on it and just pretty easy. And then that first one I showed you guys, which was over here, the bottom of the motor, pretty easy. So once those are out, you can, oh, kind of tricky with one hand, sorry, just pull it out. Yep, pull it out. And now we are going to, I know it's the right hose, but if you guys, just to clarify and be sure, I'll match it up and put the hose clamps onto the same position onto the new hose. So side by side, they're the same length. This one was just squished down to fit in the box, but they are the same. You can see here there were O-rings that sit on the face of these hoses, and in the thing they sent me, they gave me 4 new O-rings, and you can tell 2 are bigger, 2 on the bottom are bigger, and these will go, you know, to the bigger and smaller bolts. So these are the bolts. I'm going to go spray them with brake clean them up, make sure they're nice and new and fresh when I put them on. And when I install the top one, I'll show you guys how to put the washers on. Super easy for the top one, but that one down there is tricky, so I'll show you here. Okay, sorry I couldn't video it, but it's just hard to do it with one person. But just put the new power steering line on. As you can see, the one copper washer, bronze washer, power steering hose, ran it down. Power steering hose was a little bit different from stock. As you can see, it looks like it's all bent and stuff, but just stiff from being made. So over time, as the heat goes through it, it'll just warp into its place and it'll become more natural where it's at. So you can see it all lined up perfectly with how it was. This one was a bugger to get in, but what I would recommend is hold the bolt all the way in and start threading it instead of trying to push the hose against it. Put both washers on and just reach up through the wheel well here in and just thread it on. It kind of can be a pain in the butt, but you can do it if you know, put your mind to it. But here's that, and I will show you guys how to bleed the power steering fluid. Okay, put the front tire back on to add a little bit of resistance and fill this up as much as you could. Then you're gonna want to start the car. Hopefully it'll start, dude. Damn Volkswagen. Okay, and then you're gonna turn the wheel. Yep. You'll feel it start trying to give you tension. That's good. Yep, hear that? We're gonna go back till it locks. Come back in the middle. Keep bleeding it. Oh, my bad. Keep bleeding it. Yep. And I usually do this 5 to 10 times, just depending on how much fluid it takes. As you can see, it got milky in there. But keep adding fluid and keep going back and forth. So I'm on about, yep, tapping out. As you can see, the first time I did start doing it, I don't know if you guys could hear it, but it was just, it would go, you'd hit your deadhead, and it would go, Arr! You know, like the pump was struggling. But as you get more fluid through it, it'll start to clear up. And as you do it, I do it, you know, 5 times back and forth. Get under the car, check it, make sure it isn't leaking out of your fittings, leaking out of your hose, before you drop the car back down. And I recommend when you do drop the car back down to do it a couple more times, just so there's added resistance from the ground and your tires. Helps it out in the long run. You know, you don't want to make a vacuum with your pump when it is, you know, got air pockets in the hose, obviously. Then you're going to foul your pump, and you're going to be doing more than just a power steering hose. But yeah, this is, you know, the bleeding process. Now, as you can see, got all my tools cleaned up, the car's back on the ground. I still have the power steering cap off. Gonna start it, and now that there is resistance, I'm gonna go slower than I did before. And as you can see, there's no whine in your power steering pump, and it is just, that's just my CV axle. And as you can see, it is done. You don't have anything else to do. Make sure, over time, I'd say after a week of driving, maybe not even a week, just whenever you get the hood up, checking the oil, whatnot, just always make sure that your fluid is topped off, because eventually over time it will find an air bubble in there, and it'll come out in the gearbox, which isn't an issue at all. It's not going to hurt the engine. But yeah, I hope this helps someone, and it's an easy way to fix your car. And if you have anything else you want me to do to this to, you know, make it easier for you, let me know. Thank you guys.